Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a January 2021 reading for Gemini. That's for anyone who has Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. If you're feeling the effects of the Gemini North Node during the entirety of January, or the Moon in Gemini on the 24th and the 25th. Additionally, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, now Mercury is going to be in Capricorn until the 8th, and then on the 9th, Mercury is going to be one of the 4 planets in Aquarius. Or 3. But then on the 14th, when the Moon is also in Aquarius, making it 4, Uranus is going to go direct in Taurus, and Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And then Mars is also going to be in Taurus during that. So there will be some sort of side effect, literally like on the side, affecting Gemini energy. Now Mercury goes retrograde in Aquarius on the 30th of January. So probably at least starting around when Uranus goes direct, the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow will start, and that's like 6 weeks or something like that. I don't remember. I think it, yeah, anyway. So it's a, you know, however many weeks the Mercury retrograde usually is. And it could be that, like, oh no, all of my communications in my laptop and my cell phone are going to get screwed up. But Mercury retrograde is also about, it's sort of a gateway to completing something that was incomplete in the past. It's about getting up to that 8, 9, 10 level and having closure. Now, because Gemini is in the North Node, it's connected to the South Node, and that gives this pole-to-pole thing about this, like, world shift kind of energy. It's a little bit hard to describe. It's like the World card, but not quite. It's like laser beams from the floor to the ceiling that you need to creep through to get to the prize at the end of the hallway. Alright, so the reading that I'm doing for this is called my Help Me, I Can't Afford a Reading. It's $9. It's normally 6 cards. This one came out as a double, so I'm keeping it. I'm using my combined deck of Tim Burton and historical fashion playing cards. Now, luckily, these ones that came out are all the historical fashion ones, because those were the ones that I was feeling. And I didn't feel like separating the 2 decks in this stack. The Tim Burton ones and then the fashion ones. Those are just regular playing cards. And then I've got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck and the Thoth deck, and it's still smelly. I think I've had this for at least 6 months now, and still got some perfume on it from whoever I bought it from on eBay. It's kind of nasty, but it doesn't make me sneeze anymore. So yeah, we're gonna get into this Gemini energy. The Twins ruling the Lovers card, which can also be an informed decision. It's a higher level of a choice, and it can also be healing. So, ow. We'll see what we got here. Princess of Swords. Okay, so this is the page in regular decks. I guess I'm going to flip these all over first. We have the Universe inverted. So this is the World card in this deck, which is interesting because I was just talking about the World. Pole to pole. So we have the Universe. Saturnian energy. Saturn's in Aquarius, which makes sense because we're talking about the collective consciousness coming in inverted. Why? Because it's still retrograde for those first couple weeks. Princess of Wands inverted. And turn that tiger into butter. The alright, so Princess of Wands. Also a page energy. And I get this, I get this idea sometimes when I see a page inverted of turning the page. This one's upright, this one's flipped over. So when I went through and reassigned the outer planets to duplicate cards, I had like a leftover. So I put that with the page because the page didn't have symbols on it. It was like a lower vibration of the ace, which encompassed all 3 signs under any element. So for the purpose of my reordering things, I have assigned the Page of Swords Uranus energy and the Page of Wands also Uranus energy. They're not all that, but it just happens to be 2 of them that came out like that. So this is talking about during the retrograde period, and this is talking about during the direct period. Okay. And I'm going to come back to that, but I want to see what these clarifier cards are. So this double here, which makes sense because Gemini is always... the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. 7 of Swords inverted. So I'll just hold these guys up. 7 of Swords inverted. And the 10 of Pentacles inverted. These ladies. I'm digging this plaid hat thing, though. I like that. I want a plaid hat. So total is 17, which is low vibration of the star energy because we're in minor arcana here. I mean, there aren't any major arcana in the regular decks anyway. 7 of Swords inverted. I've reassigned Pluto in Aquarius. It's usually the moon. And the 10 of Pentacles. I'm trying to read it as the 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo, which is one of its 2 home signs, right? Virgo is the Gemini's twin sister, basically, because Venus rules 2 signs and then Mercury rules 2 signs. So Mercury in Virgo in the summer house, and we're seeing an inversion because we're talking about the Mercury retrograde here. This energy, possibly the moon, but it's inverted, which would be, could potentially mean sun energy. But we also have this energy of Pluto inverted, which tells me there's something that we need to go deeper. But there's an Aquarius energy here, which is inverted, which is saying Uranus retrograde. So both of these are talking about the retrogrades that are happening this month. We're moving out of one retrograde into another later in the month in terms of energies that are affecting Gemini. Let's see what this other card is. The 4 of Wands. And this popped up somewhere else. We have other ladies here. This is Venus in Aries. So the masculine and the feminine energy combining together, which is what we want to see. Traditionally, Gemini, the twins, 1 male and 1 female. Which is interesting because these cards that came out as a set, a pair, with feminine and masculine. And it's interesting that these pages are coming out saying princesses as well. Because a lot of the time you see a page and it's a young male figure. Let's see what this advice card is over here. So you have the elephant inverted. there's a lack of balance in something. So the elephant has this fire energy that comes all the way up the brainstem into the third eye here, and these are the two lobes of the brains. It's essentially what Ganesha was originally representing, but originally Ganesha was two elephants. It was twins, and now we only have one, but we still have both halves of the brain represented here. But look at how one of the tusks is broken. I feel like the feminine energy in the Gemini pairing is out of balance. And we see that here. But we also see with Mercury going retrograde after Uranus goes upright, it's like we're trying to complete something where the feminine energy was out of balance. And it's been brought forward to the collective consciousness that this is what needs to be healed. So let me read the elephant. 147. Ooh, it kind of flipped open to it. Okay. So out of balance, it says misunderstanding fate. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents immense wisdom and good fortune. The great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles, so if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. So we see this universe card, and it looks like there's a wormhole opening up, right? There's this sort of Calabi-Yau manifold here in the background. And to me, it's indicating like a time dilation of some sort, like a space-time dilation. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. So it says when in balance, one-pointed focus, generous, and loving. But it's interesting because it's not really talking about why there's a fire thing here and a spot on the third eye. I think it's... I see the orange here, and I see the orange here, and one of the other readings it had, I think it was the Taurus one, something going on with the sacral chakra, and I see that here too, that there's, I mean, it's more yellow here, but there is some orange. It's like orange transitions to this green and blue, and then we have it here more with the yellow as well. It's the energy rising up through the other chakras to hit that apex. When I see the Four of Wands, it's sometimes called the twin flame number. And I don't know if, let me see if I can find it in this deck. I think the Thoth deck is kind of hit or miss with how the cards look in comparison to a generic tarot. But I want to find the Four of Wands in here. Now what's interesting is that the knights in this deck are called princes, and they're all riding chariots. But we don't have... okay. So let's look at the Four of Wands specifically. Look at this. It has the same color scheme. It's got green. I mean, it has yellow and red, but it does have this idea of orange as well. But it's specifically called completion. So, oh, and this chick's wearing a green dress too. That Paris green that was toxic. She's gonna be dead in 2 weeks. And I had said Mercury retrograde would be an opportunity to complete something that was incomplete. And the idea is that something that wasn't completed because Uranus was retrograde, because the collective consciousness had to go through a cleansing. They had to be pulled into a different timeline. And it took a few months. This is like we've been fighting this battle and like, holy crap, what the hell? And the whole point of it is to sort of rescue the feminine from... Kind of looks like she's being strangled by this tiger's tail. But it's releasing this creative force. And also, one of the things that with the sacral chakra is sexuality and shame and guilt and things like that. And some of it is just basically ideas and expression. It's like, I want to express myself. Well, your idea is stupid. Seven of Swords energy is like sneaking around, basically, you know, petty theft. And Ten of Pentacles inverted is like, I'm like beyond miserable. Everything I do turns to shit. You know, it's like I feel like if I want to do what brings in contentedness and full healing, I have to do it like a ninja. I have to do it in secret if I want to be myself and have any kind of fulfillment. And there's like almost nothing emotional here. It's like my soul is injured. Not that I'm sad because I can't do what I feel deep within myself. It's I'm trying to establish a new... I'm trying to complete a cycle. I'm spinning the wheel here. And the wheel can relate to the South Node, right? Gemini, North Node, South Node, Sagittarius, even though this card is Aries energy. It's like a low vibration of the Emperor. And it's like the masculine energy can't complete its ascension, basically, without the twin that's the feminine. You know, it's not safe to travel alone. Take this lady with you. Because your creativity is going to choke if you're only ever thinking out of one side of your brain. And we see that this like, behold, I have made fire only happens when both sides of the brain are linked together. And this red dot here, while the color of the root chakra is basically sitting where the corpus callosum is, where the network is, where there's a joining of the net of the two different energy styles, right? One is flowing and linear, and the other one sets up the structure. Right? This is the spokes are the masculine energy, and the wheel itself is the feminine energy, and that is where it generates the completion and the movement itself through a portal, basically. So there's a societal scale for this, and then there's also a microscopic scale of like the individual themselves. Alright, so if you want to get a personal reading, I have a complete list in the description box of my infomercial video. Is that kind of? Which is going to be linked below here. I have my Linktree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. I have all of these things there. Merch, prints, coloring books, actual art things for sale here. If you want to see the coupon code, go through the Linktree. If you want to help keep this stuff going here on the channel, you can donate to either of these three fine establishments. I've got a calendar in my logo prints on DeviantArt under the Art Gifts tab. So stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlist tab and my discussion tab.